Game 2 here of Team WK against Entity. Game 1 did, of course, go the way of Entity. See if there's similar things happen here. It's a similar draft. 4 of the same heroes. Only change up is for Watson. He's off the Morphling, and he's onto the Slark for this one. By no means a downgrade, as this game definitely has potential for a Slark.
Yep, he could get a lot of poking and poking and poking, and we're seeing it is going to be Hanskin playing the Pugna. Okay. So Zephyr, I guess they want to prioritize the farm on the line, so having him as that 4 position does make more sense. And to be able to stop the Slark from just beating on the Abaddon a little bit, but I guess Pugna can do that too. Huh, okay.
Yeah, and you do feel with this setup, it's actually going to be a little harder potentially to reliably kill the Eidolons.
I think so, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, Acid Spray is pretty damn strong versus them, so.
And yeah, Stoikov, mid matchup, as you say, he's gonna be able to stay level with farm, and if anything,
Yep.
if the efficiency's there, he should be able to get ahead of the DP during the laning phase.
Yeah, it just has to watch out for the Tiny. That's the biggest thing. Is Tiny can get on top of you and, you know, toss back, you're dead. If you ever get caught out of position as a Coddle, you're just insta-dead. Your positioning is everything.
Well, 3 bounty runes for Entity to start this one off. Get the edge there.
I'll probably look more at the side lanes this time than the mid.
I mean, mid's going to be boring.
Like, mid's going to be a bit boring. Just nuke
it
back
really
and forth.
is.
Range creep deny here and there because someone forgets to blast or an uphill miss or something like that.
Yeah, if anybody's dying in this mid lane, they've made a horrible mistake.
Yeah.
You're blasting creep waves. Neither of them should be in a position to die, unless they get ganked upon if you get early rotations, which we won't for a while. So indeed, these side lanes are going to be where the action is. And let's see if Knight gets his hands on many of the Eidolons. There's a bit of a cash bonus. And see how well they can deal with this Slark top. So, of course, if S4 steps up, he's going to be losing a lot of the old essences here to Watson.
Looks like, yeah, they're definitely struggling to kill those Eidolons a bit. Because there's no... That's the one reason that I was like, maybe they did want to put the line, because there's no slow. Right? You have an Acid Spray to blast. He just walks them away. It's different. Tommy looking for a toss. Oh, he actually has Avalanche. Just kidding. He looked like he was going for the angle of the toss.
See for Watson, because I feel as well for Watson, I think he would rather have the line in his lane than the Pugna. I feel like the Pugna can be more annoying.
No one is more annoying than Lion Owen.
Well, really, what? Because you're just losing your mana.
He just stun mana drains you. I've seen everybody doing now just 1-0-2 build, and you just level 2 mana drain and you stun mana drain. It's just silly.
But I don't know, because I feel like for Watson, it's like, I don't think he cares too much if he loses his mana in the lane. He's still going to hit creeps. He's still going to
That is fair.
S4. You know, what does he care about losing his mana? Sure, it'd be nice to have mana, but it feels like it's not the end of the world for this Slug. He doesn't need to be, you know, queuing and Wing to be having a happy time during the laning phase.
You might actually be right.
Hit the Abaddon, he's fine.
You might actually be right. I mean, Lion and Pugna are two of my... Lion, Pugna, and Techies are my 3 favorite right-clicking ranged heroes at the moment as support. Because they do hit hard. Like, their right-clicks actually add up in the phase. Quickly thing to point out after we see bottom...
Oh, gets it off very nicely. That'll be first blood. Knight. That last half a second of the concoction, enough to get it off.
With the Acid Spray, too, so big damage. Quick thing to point out, you're going to probably see the Death Prophet come ahead in the mid lane by a decent margin. They sentry blocked the hard camp, so...
Oh, they did, yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty massive. Stoikov, I think he's going to be bringing a sentry out to try to stop that, but that's going to reduce his farm massively. So they did their homework. They know this. All the Coddle players know how to do this.
I'll see 3 minutes here. Lotus. Karaomi.
Nice play from
Easily
Fishman,
get that one. Hanskin can't do much about that.
Yep, and Fishman just uses a flame break, pushes the Lion off of it, and grabs it himself. We'll pass that over to Watson. Oh, Zephyr actually skilled Hexit too. That's very different. I don't really see that almost ever anymore.
Oh, wait, I don't ever see that. What
I don't ever see that.
Did he have some like mangoes coming out or something? No. I mean, he's completely relying on the fact that he's just got these 2 spells to play with. I mean, I feel like you only take this at 2 if you feel like that you are going to get a kill at 2. And I don't know if they can do that really.
Maybe it's for the opportunity just to deter the Slark from getting stacks on the Abaddon, right? And right now, so far, Esfar is 14-8, so he's doing very well up here. So I don't know, whatever. Player preference.
Yeah, he's hit 3 anyway now, so he'll be able to get the mana up now.
Stoikov cannot find the Sentry Ward. He can't find it. He couldn't find it, dude. He just spent 15 seconds looking for it.
Uh-oh. I mean, these spots are pretty sneaky on the the side of the cliff.
That's a big deal. He would be very farmed. He would have like a triple stack or more there. So definitely big.
And actually, yeah, just going full out aggressive is Zephyr. He's got the 2 points.
2 points done. Yeah,
I mean, maybe it is just sort of I said the Slark doesn't care too much about losing his mana. Maybe Zephyr agrees, right? He's like, well, he doesn't care about losing his mana, so I'm not going to try and take his mana.
But it does damage now, Owen.
I mean, sure, but that's not the annoying part of the spell.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. Zephyr?
Fishman.
Fine.
He's also going to be okay. We'll manage to back off.
All right, he found the ward. There we go. He's found the sentry, but damage is done for the most part. Like, this Coddle is behind XP versus this Death Prophet. So.
I mean, it's set up to be another good start for no one. It really is. He's about to hit the 6. It's soon to the point where he can start putting pressure on the tower. We saw last game with the 6. With a really nice aggressive rotation. I mean, here they want to try and go for a dive kill onto Stoikov here with the 6. Fishman's ready to set up with a flame break knockback. Tries for it.
This is a great rotation.
Blood grenade in with a blood grenade. TPs are coming in. Stoikov is under his tier 2. He'll be okay. Kataomi, he'll be able to turn for Handscan. They get the toss back. They won't get the kill on the Kotl. They will be able to get a kill at the end of it all. Handscan to fall.
Very cool move from Fishman. That must have been, again, like they're talking, they're communicating a lot with this team. Talked about it last game with like, the toss-back kind of play. This one, no one's like, I'm hitting 6 off this wave, make the move pre-6 minutes before the power rune. And both supports do it, so nice communication coming out from them. Although they don't get the kill, they get they get some good pressure. Watson being slowed down a little bit, though, because of all this.
Yeah, he's been left on his own. As we did see last game, Watson, he had a slow start. Those first few minutes of laning, it did not matter in the overall picture.
Stoikov, Katomi's here.
And this time, he's not getting away. It's not getting any easier. This is indeed a rough start on for the Kotl. I'm sure he's got 33 CS, but as you say, with the way that Entity have addressed it, they've really limited the potential of the mid-Kotl. With these
Coddles, yeah, the Coddle's about one of those heroes where it's like you're keeping up with the game time almost. Like you're level 7 in 7 minutes and stuff like that. So
they're able to run down S4. Fishman, he will die to the tower, but Essence Shift actually not secured by Watson. He wasn't actually close enough by the looks of it when the kill was there. So no permanent Essence Shift, no +1 for him right now.
Nice try, no one. Maybe get himself a kill out of it. No, Zephyr's okay. He's got the Lotus too.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Super active, this Death Prophet again. And they're going to make sure he can continue being active. Fill that bottle up. Give him the delicious treatment.
Oh, and they've done it again, right? They've reblocked the camp.
Oh my god.
They are making sure that Stoikov cannot maximize the Kotl efficiency this game.
It's... You know, you think, like, you get to play your pub games and everything like that, your Coddles and everything's always great. Pro games, things matter. Like, people know how to play versus this stuff. Conskin bot.
With the toss back, and they've got it, no one. And on top of him, Hanskin trying for the TP out, but the Decrepify, it'll work. It'll get him out of there. He will escape. It does mean that they'll be able to put pressure onto this tower bottom. And it's going to be left fairly undefended here.
They like having their push, right? They have DP Enigma, so they're always going to be the ones kind of setting the tempo with pace early game for those towers. On the side of WKWK, they don't really have ways to build this. Watson?
Oh! He's got the ult, but he's not going to get it off. The Hex into stun pushes the hero to his limits a bit too much there. Was not expecting to see Zephyr come running at him.
Knight? Somebody's looking for a toss.
And if they got the damage? Backup's coming in. He gets decrepified. The Siphon, it's enough. No one's going to get the kill.
But he's
He's
gonna die.
under the tower, though. Will die for that one. I mean, super aggressive here for no one.
Stoikov will take that all day. That almost catches him up completely, actually. He's level 8 now with his bots in his turn. He actually got so much gold out of that. All right. A little bit overextended there from the side of Entity. Stoikov will be very happy. Did he go for the bots or the Vessel finish?
I went for the Vessel, yeah. Opted for the Vessel.
So more kill threat onto DP.
And Watson being cautious.
I think they got some stacks now for Stoikov too. So, yep. All things considered, you know, very well done for his camp being blocked. He's still level 9 at 9 minutes.
Farm for the carries. 5.2k on Knight. 2800 into his Radiance. And Watson sitting there at the bottom. I'm just going to have a bit of time to recover.
Yeah, it'll take some time.
Not an
It
easy
definitely has to
start for him.
watch. Yeah, it has to watch for some things, of course, in this game. There's Pugna Blasts hits the floor. Coddle Blast hits the floor. Lion Spells hit the floor too, so no one. Spirit Vessel's online.
These are coming in, but a burst is there. Very nice kill to push for from WK.
And another one.
Fishman coming into this, not respecting just the amount of burst that they have. They're going to continue to run into this. They've got DM around.
Have to respect this Coddle timing. Solar Bind is a ridiculous spell once you get the Spirit Vessel.
Nice tower, taking quite the hit here with the blast
And
being spammed out by Hanskin.
And now they actually do have that natural push a little bit with that Pugna. Kind of forgot that he was in there because he was solo level, but now they actually can push a little bit here when they do get some kills. Bottom Knight, ooh, does get solo kill.
That's quite the solo kill.
Hi, baby.
How'd that one start? I caught it at the end.
Yeah, I mean his TP's on cooldown as well.
He TP'd toward the end of it, but I guess he just got caught off guard from no one's Exo right on top of him. All right, that's huge. I mean, no one was the difference maker last game. Holy crap. Not often do you see a solo kill with Death Prophet into an Alk with no like Yules or anything. Just has a Kaya.
Nice precious time that he's off the map. And that his counterpart Watson has to continue to farm away. Now holding on to this mid here, Katomi.
Is under attack.
So to be a bit careful, they're bringing in the numbers again, the four of them, to make sure that they can claim this tier 1 tower.
But they will get it.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And I think is that the Boots of Travel now? Yeah, Boots of Travel finished for Stoikov. I believe Fingers back up in 30. They're looking to find somebody here. No one.
And tries to set up onto no one. Katomi should be the one to take the fall hit. He'll block them off. Does mean that he'll slowly be going down. One more blast.
Gets died.
Oh, he does actually.
Oh my god.
So they won't get the kill. He gets out of there. They're still going to chase forward, but it's underneath the vision.
Tower is under attack.
The information's there for no one to escape.
Nice sacrifice there from Katomi, just in case. Solar Bind on this Death Pro, you can see she doesn't move. And then all that amp up of all the spells. Close game here at the start, though.
I mean, it is.
7-5.
It is, and it's looking like that they can make these moves early on, and imagine we'll see some focus being drawn up towards the top lane, try for some more of these tier 1s here from Team WK.
Concern for me is that Watson is getting that farm to start back up. Alchemist is farmed. He's got his Radiance, but they're going to do some big... They got to make some moves here with this Radiance to continue constricting things so this Slark can't actually just get away with being able to sit back and farm. But they have a very strong lineup to group up with this Radiance, with this Coddle, with this Abaddon. Lots of heals, lots of sustain.
Yeah, very close to his blink online, Zephyr. And that's there. You know, he can sort of set up for any sort of play around a creep wave where he's in with the lockdown, Stoikov heads over, and that amount of burst damage will kill most of the heroes, if not all of them, at this stage of the game. But gonna go for S4.
Got the point saved.
We'll pop it now. Fishman immediately in response goes for the TP out, but yeah, it's too much magical damage at this stage.
Nice bait. Watson.
He's still hanging around on this. He's got his, say the defusal done, so he feels strong.
Yeah, and I like Zephyr. We saw a couple of games where these Lions didn't go for a blink first. I think in this game it's very appropriate when he has a Coddle mid and a Abaddon off laner. They need someone else to be able to kind of like jump in and start things some of the time, so pretty happy with him going blink, even if it's a risky play.
No one's got backup DM and Katsomi waiting on the sidelines in case he does get jumped.
Hitomi's still very far from the blink dagger. He is actually super poor. So initiation overall from Entity. It's gonna have to come from like the Enigma maybe blinking in forward. He's got it first. Watson, they want him.
Gonna try for him.
They got the Hex.
Very nicely done there by Zephyr. Waits for the Dark Pact to come to an end, and he's in with the blink.
Great play. And they get the tower off of it too, so much more farm. The difference between those 4 positions is massive. Times now Watson's been caught. That's a perfect kill. He was just starting to recover, right? And then boom, shut him down again, take his tower. Knight.
I mean, Chemical Rage is on cooldown for 25 seconds. And they've got pretty much a 3-man avalanche and silence there to easily secure the outkill. Maybe got a bit carried away there, sees the stack and wants to try and clear it. Does get a fair bit of it, but hangs around and no ult to rely on, no survivability.
Maybe thought that he'd be safe because he has the Pugna and the Abba next to him, but the Avalanche, right? Pretty much the best stun that you can have versus that, the constant little stuns to stop any save. And they're looking for more still. Alk dead for 20. Katomi's sitting at 200 HP and he's getting involved.
There's the jump TM. He's going to get caught by the counterplay from Zephyr, but Watson comes sweeping in from the high ground. Defensive decrepifies there as well as the heal. Hanskin keeping Zephyr alive for now, but the pounce is up. Shadow Dance as well. Watson ready to commit in to take down Zephyr. Silence from no one. Clips onto Hanskin. Watson, he's got the wrap around the diffusal blade slow back up. Hanskin turns with the drain though, and that will force Watson to have to pounce away. He can't stick around and try and finish the kill.
Still 1-for-1 right now. It's a big kill streak, though. I think Zephyr was on a 5-kill streak that Watson was able to snag up, so it ends up being pretty worth it. Katomi was trying to get the wrap with the toss, gets just hit by a stun, dies, but 1-for-1 exchange. Watson will take that.
Look at that threat of the black hole. DM holding on to it, didn't find an opportunity to drop it down in that last fight.
And this is this game especially. I mean, he did do Blink BKB. He did the same build last game. He was versus Avenge, where the potential black will stop. This game, there is none of that. That black hole, it's gonna go off. Unless he whiffs. So way later down the line. Ooh,
Might come as a bit of a surprise to Team WK, WK.
It's nice. No one's so high level, level 13, so.
Yeah, they're not bringing anyone up. I don't think they're going to expect these two to be doing this in the pit.
It was very quick, the way that they made that decision. And they were still showing heroes a little bit, so. Very nice. Very nice call.
Let's see what they go for next. They've got eyes on S4. They've got 5 heroes going for this. Definitely start to build up quite a few essence shift stacks here for Watson. He's going to help a lot with the push. If anything, I think Watson's going to be a little bit annoyed that no one used S4. He's like, dude, I could be hitting him. Yeah, get him out of the air, get him back into my hands. I want to be getting more essence shifts.
Look at this move.
Happens sometimes.
I guess they saw them in the area over here. They immediately port bottom. They want to try to catch something with Watson's. I mean, he's only level 1, so the stacks are gone already, but.
Oh, Knight.
Usual catches.
Oh, he needs help.
Back up.
And there is backup coming in from the low ground. Get the silence. And in fact, Watson's just dying.
Nice.
That's going to be the Aegis gone. They get him super quickly, and that sort of the Orchid pickup from Stoikov definitely catching him by surprise. They'll get out.
Like, they were already. They were just there. I do not think they expected the 3 heroes to wrap from that angle by any means. That cast range too far on Orchid. That's what we say. Spared form. Definitely catching Watson off guard. Orchid, I feel like, is one of the more high-risk, high-reward items lately. Because, like, eventually it just gets kind of countered, but early, if you have some big catches with it, it makes a big difference. Rallied around their coddle.
Good solid safe push here around this Abaddon.
This is all pre-blink dagger on Tiny. So now for Anthony, a little bit easier for them to make these type of more aggressive plays forward. Now they have a 4 position with a blink like the Lion. It's one of the, I feel like it's one of the slower ones I've ever seen him get. But I guess he is playing kind of a 5 Tiny since he's got a Bat Rider on his team. And no one.
Fishman.
Oh, they get the catch. Is enough? They do.
Oh. DM. Well, managed to set up for Watson to take Zephyr out.
No one is on the charge. He's feeling strong. He's got his Eternal Shroud finished now. So looking to counteract that Solar Blind, all that magic in.
Catch him. He's going to get the toss back on S4.
Okay.
Might die for this, but he'll definitely die for this. I don't think he's actually been able to set anything up. The rest of the team not able to capitalize on that toss back.
And they're looking to actually make their own move back forward. S4 can't find a grab.
They're keeping that lead a bit this game, Team WK, but not by much. Just a 1k gold lead, and they do have an Alchemist, so expectations could be there for them to be further ahead.
I mean, it feels pretty dead even still. It's just going to come down to the case of Blink, BKB, Black Hole, how many heroes get caught in it, because there's just no counter to it. And can they sustain through it either? Which one's it going to be? It's something like DM will land a Black Hole. You're going to have to deal with that at some points. A very successful scan right on top of Watson. They get this catch onto him.
If they catch him with the silence, and they do.
Got the Dark Pact.
Oh, he did. He got the Dark Pact off just in time. That was close.
He was very ready
close
for that.
Yeah, he was. There's a preemptive Dark Pact. I mean, he only just suppressed it when he got caught by that silence.
This is the. I always think back to the Yatoro thing, right? When you're turning corners, when you're going up hills, be ready for your adaptive, you know, to shift or to pop that Dark Pact. That was exactly. Yeah, he turned the corner, instant Dark Pact. Wisdom rune for the carries. Okay, so now I have a question eventually, maybe. Is this a game where S4 goes Aghanims?
I mean, Ags is really good on Abaddon. It's just you have to get your Manta and your Harpoon first.
Fine, I'm fine with that.
But
Perfectly
beyond
fine.
that, that's where the flexibility starts to come in. And
because they don't have they don't have a stop for the Enigma Black Hole, but what he can do is just walk into it and pop ult and then just heal everybody.
Yeah,
eventually, when he has points and miss, that'll come way later down the line.
Yeah, I mean, because the other item you need the blink as well. You get the Harpoon, the Manta, and the blink, and then.
So we'll get there later, maybe.
Then you can go sort of like the Basher or such, but yeah, maybe the Ags could be kind of bumped up in priority this game.
Just maybe. And maybe if they get like caught in a big black hole or something, they see this BKB. But we'll have to see. BKB done for DM. Blink also done for the Bat Rider for Fishman. Couple different reveal items. An Arcane Rune also on the Death Prophet. Any big reveals on WKWK? Just the BKB Alch. Not really any other big reveal items at the moment.
Well, they've got the high ground here. WK, but they're not going to be walking into it, Entity. Not falling into the trap that was potentially being set.
I like what S4 is doing here, though. He walks up, grabs the mid wave, pulls it back toward where his team is playing, and then he's in a nice, comfortable place to be able to farm it. So it's kind of cool, manipulating the waves a little bit. Hanskin whittling down this top tower, slowly but surely with the blasts. I mean, he eventually will kill it. He's just getting shockered and blasting. It's down to less than half.
Oh, looks like they're letting him have it as well. They're not interested in turning up to this top lane right now into T.
I mean, they're farming all over the place, so probably feeling like it's not worth their time.
Trust me, I know how to handle such power.
But yeah, one more blast. Easy peasy.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Highest tower damage. But now bottom, they're set up. No one with that arcane.
Radiant's bottom
Hanging
tower
on to the
is
Exo
under
for the
attack.
fight.
Radiant structures are
As long as he
fortified.
possibly can.
So if they want to go for much more than the tier 2, still a bit of time until we'll see when Roshan's back up.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, no,
tower
just wanting to
has
be as
fallen.
efficient as possible, right? Arcane rune, so definitely wanted to at least try to use his Exo. Pops it. It is scouted, though, so perhaps they look for a fight when that is ending in about 20 seconds or so. How's Stoikov's items doing? He is... Got his BKB. Cool. I'm glad that he went for this. I think this is definitely a game where you have to get yourself some type of extra protection. And they have 4 staffs on both supports to be able to disengage from Slark, so... Sometimes you see even a force on these mid coddles, but yeah, I think with the 2 supports having it, he feels like he can go on bigger prio item.
You can keep taking these towers here. Team WK,
Yeah.
WK.
They're just continuing to just play around that vision that they placed him earlier.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So T just opting to avoid any sort of fight completely, at least until Watson's got his BKB.
Yeah. 40 seconds till
Dire's
Exo also
middle
definitely not
tower
want to
has
fight without
fallen.
that. We might just have to wait till LaRoche, it seems like, until that next big fight happens, right? Looks like both teams being pretty patient about just waiting for time. And no one, he should be level 18. So level 3 Exorcism will be online around that Roche pin, and there's always going to be the BKB Enigma. So Team WKWK, they have to find angles in that fight whenever it does kick off.
Radiant's middle
Right now they have a
tower
bit
is
more
under
positional
attack.
advantage if that Roche does spawn. 2 minutes though, it's a long one.
Radiant's
Looks like they've
bottom
tried to
tower
hold
is
the
under
area
attack.
around this.
Yeah, get the ward set up, get the control there.
Here's the smoke. And to see
They
themselves.
gotta go scout, right?
They
don't know
do.
if
They don't know
spawned
what's going on
or-
over there.
Yeah. And what is the situation of Lotuses? There's a greater healing Lotus on Fishman, and I don't think I saw any Lotuses on the side of Radiant, so could see a big heal injection come in. Gotta keep eyes on that. All right, nighttime. This is where Watson thrives, using that night vision. So ward down. Got him right away. He doesn't get dark packed off.
They've got the opening hex, into the stun, into the silence. It doesn't matter. BKB's there just in time before the finger really comes into full effect. DM jumps forward. He'll hold back on the black hole. Now he'll commit it. It is just onto S4. Watson waiting from the side, and S4's still got the borrowed time good to go. Get straight back up to full HP. Silencing the by throwing out onto no one. Katomi looking for some sort of toss back, but they're keeping the distance here, Team WKWK. They've only lost Stoikov so far. One. The rest of the ghosts trying to get in on
Big
towards
stun.
S4. They surround him. No one gets silenced. Knight, he's trying to turn him with the BKB and the Chemical Rage. Stun from Zephyr, lined up perfectly there across both Fishman and Watson. Watson's got to jump away. DM, he's bailing out of this. He TPs away. Watson, he's got nothing left to rely on. No Shadow Dance, no BKB. He gets gone on by the team there. As you know, Team WKWK make that decision to jump back into the action and very easily take that fight there. They kill off 3 big heroes.
They get the catch and kill Stoikov before the fight too, but DM just black holes and a Baden ult. That was
Yeah,
really
that was
awesome from
that
them.
was a rough call to make. That.
And yeah, that they walk up into the high ground blind there afterwards on the far left side, and it's a full concoction under acid spray. It just gets walloped on this Death Prophet.
And Stoikov. And there's the Yules available. Put a stop to the combo, Katomi. So you get tickled upon again here. Now Stoikov is off on his way over.
He really wants him. Can't quite. That was a massive fight, really. Now with that next upcoming fight. Oh, Fishman, haste rune.
Ooh. The last one on Stoikov. I mean, Stoikov died in that top fight. He's going to... BKB! He's
No
running,
way.
but they've got him.
Oh,
Couple of
Roche,
quick deaths
though.
there, back to back for Stoikov. It it's, you know, it's a distraction. It's giving space for the rest of his team to get the Roche, which they will.
Okay. Well, you know, they'll give a couple kills for it, but at least they do get that one finished off. At DPXO 20 seconds, whole 50 seconds, but they're all going to be back up because those two heroes died in the meantime, so can't take advantage of the cooldown. But yeah, the fact that they win that top fight with all the big ults being used from Entity is huge.
I mean, it definitely feels like, yeah, DM's he's got to produce something better than that, right? You know, this is a game where BKB, Enigma, Black Hole, as you mentioned before, like, there is absolute opportunity to get some absolutely cracking Black Holes this game.
Yeah, he just jumped the gun. I think there was just like a panic that set in that side of that fight, right? Because they're
he popped the BKB.
South.
He was stuck in the middle. He had it's like, you know, either he does or he doesn't. It's gonna look awkward either way.
Half the team went south also, and Watson was getting jumped. If Watson didn't BKB in time, he just dies instantly too. So maybe something got in there, but yeah, he's got to deliver better than that with Blink BKB. But now, Team WKWK, they have an Aegis on an Alchemist. Yeah, he's a transformation hero, but having that Aegis and Cheese is pretty massive. Even for the Coddle also. Yeah, Coddle now has a much easier way to survive, essentially 2 lives if he does get caught on.
We'll see what I mean, he's obviously queuing up the Blink Dagger upgrade, but I mean, you were talking about the Ags of Bad, and I feel like it's worth a lot for the team. For, you know, sure, he's the carry, but if he's able to farm a bad Ags for S4,
that's true.
It could be better than some of like these 6th, 7th items that he wants to be farming up for himself, just in terms of what it's going to offer for him and the team if he gets that for S4.
Oh, absolutely. I think, I mean, eventually, of course, we're going to be seeing it, and that could be really big difference maker, so. 3 minutes left on Aegis. Ults are back up. Feels for Entity, I don't know. This is just like a little strange, because if they wait too long, eventually that is going to happen, right? I feel like they should know that Ags of Admin stuff will happen eventually, but. They're starting to get their push going. I mean, bottom, they might just start knocking on the door.
Yeah, they push super fast.
Helps in. Gotta answer this. Shiba's finished up for no one. Very necessary. As we saw last time, he got shredded because of no armor up in that top fight.
I can take the Soul Mentor.
Sure. It's a nice one. S4 gets that shard. Big control of the map here now for WKWK. With this Aegis, Entity just doesn't want to take the fight with their big cooldowns versus that. Looking to farm up that next item, it looks like.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's still a way to go on that, though, as it hasn't been an easy game for Watson. It's been a slow one. Not a lot of farm on this slot.
No, and it feels like that Blink BKB in particular, that's the biggest reveal for the Enigma. Octarine, it's cool and all, but it ain't no Blink BKB reveal. Yeah, WKWK, they're going down mid, setting up for this push, forcing the action here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they want to have at least a shot at the high ground here with this minute left on the Aegis. There's no reason not to.
No cliff.
See what Entity can do. They're turning up.
1 minute left on Aegis.
He jumps in, but immediately gets caught by the stun. The Tiny's going down, or maybe not. Oh, they're actually hit with the Force. Okay. Not bad there. They actually get Katomi out of this. And that does force the reaction of the BKB from Knight on his Alchemist. And, you know, now with the pushback, that last 50 seconds of Aegis, probably not going to go to any more further attempts at the high ground. So a good high ground defense there from Entity.
Definitely potential for them to go for that smoke out soon too, because that Aegis is
with the
going to be
timing.
getting reclaimed. So
yeah, absolutely. You got to look for this Blink Black Hole. This one's got to be a good one.
But they have to remember, no one does not have Exo. He did use it in that last fight, so quite a bit of their damage is kind of just gone. So I have to make sure that Watson's able to do that heavy lifting in this fight. Be on S4.
So we'll get Watson some stacks up. Not a bad way to start a potential fight if they can live through this. getting them. There's the lasso. What's the BKB? There's the black hole. Catch on to the two of them. Do they have the damage to finish off the kills, though? They don't. S4's able to walk away. Watson's trying to chase to finish him off, but S4's perfectly fine. He's out of this. Zephyr also forces up to the high ground. They don't get anyone.
They don't have the damage without the Exo.
Oh, self-stun. Gonna get removed here. S4's got to be a bit careful. 30 seconds until his ult's back up. Trying to get back in on the action. I mean, they've just got so many ways to save each other between these four staffs and glimmers. Katomi, good toss. S4, still 20 seconds, no borrowed time. Manadrain's coming out, no one. He's pushing forward. S4, he will finally go down. They were able to get him before his borrowed time comes back up. No one's pushing him for more. There's going to be the buyback from S4. Avalanche onto Hansken. Watson, 5 seconds until the Shadow Dance is back up. The Decrepify, it's going to be used offensively there. Take him out with the magical damage. Bursting Watson. He's out for a minute. No one now surrounded. The Shivas and the Yules on cooldown for a few seconds. He's got no way to protect himself. 2 huge kills there off the buyback of S4.
Did you see how Watson died? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Was it Decrepify into the Orchid Soulburn damage?
No, he got mid-pounce yanked from the harpoon into the unstable concoction. So if he gets the pounce off, he had depth shroud, he would have lived. But he got yanked into the concoction. That was actually hilarious.
Well, the buyback's coming out for no one. Exorcism back in a second. Katomi. With a toss back. It's a good toss back. Into a strong lasso. Knight, he's going down.
S4 also. I mean, this is an exorcism.
He bought back, remember. S4, if he goes down, he's out for a long time. He has borrowed time. TP's on cooldown, though, for 16 seconds. Even if he did have it, they've got ways to stop it.
Body blocking, even.
I mean, he's going out. He's going out for a long time. They'll kill him off. That's the 2 cores out for over a minute. They did get the mid-racks, but a fairly hefty punchback from Entity.
It does cost a buyback from no one also, though. But nice tossbacks, at least to salvage things a little bit there. It does feel like they absolutely just need exorcism in every single one of the fights. So the damage is just not there. Watson, I think, got up to 30 stacks or so in the fight, but yeah, definitely not enough. Tossbacks can definitely be a thing that bring them back, though.
Let's see if they can do anything
around the expos
during this time when the 2 cores are dead.
Yeah. Just
it doesn't look like they're going for it. They're not looking to go for anything aggressive, not even for these tier 2s. They're holding back.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I guess they really want that next round of items. Get the Aghanims on Watson.
Yeah, they are getting a lot. It's going to be a refresher soon on DM and Aghanims on Watson.
Yeah.
So I guess they just want to like split maximize after that. And they did get, I mean, it's a pretty massive gold chunk, right? I think it was what, nearing that 9 to 10k, now down to 4k. That's a good pickup too. Fishman now having a Lotus Orb. It's going to help Watson a lot, right? So he needs anything that he can get thrown onto him. BKB Black Hole is ready. Exorcism up in 40 seconds.
Radiant are scanning.
30-second Exo. This could be big for WKWK. 20 seconds.
No one. You know where he is.
He feels safe, I think, with the shield rune. 10 seconds. The Exo's going to be ready for this fight.
Well, they're in.
Big one.
The Avalanche on the 2 of them, they just blow at the Pugna. Hansken buys back straight away. S4's in onto Katomi. Katomi puts the BKB. They're standing his ground here with the mana drain and the Eon disc. It's not going to be enough to keep him alive, though. Both supports instantly getting taken out at the start of this fight here by Entity. And now Entity's looking for more. They've got eyes on S4. S4 turns back in with the harpoon. He has the borrowed time. Tightening him out now with the Yules, holding him back. Watson ready to get back in. Jumps forward. Diffusal blade slows well. Quickly removed off by the aphotic shield. S4, he's stuck in this sort of pond area, trying to get forced up to the high ground, but he can't break away from the slug. Watson's in on top of him. S4 to fall. Jump forward for more. Hansken brought back for this one. The dust is at the ready there from DM. It's going to be a die back here on the Pugna. 3 dead. As Entity, they were more than ready for that attempt from WK.
2-man stun to start things off. Just immediate panic. Yeah, they lose the Pugna instantly, and it's total panic. Exorcism is free reigning on everybody. No one probably doing the highest damage, I imagine. Nice fight there from Entity.
Gonna be that Roche.
And they still have Black Hole the whole time. That was the big scare for wkwk of going back in. DM was kind of playing on the outskirts, just waiting for an opportunity. It's always fortunate when you get Ogre Seal Totem, of course, too, when you're playing these type of reset heroes. DM, like, can just play liberally. He blinks in, stuns, resets out with the Seal Totem, and then the fear is always in the hearts of wkwk. Massive fight. And they'll give the Aghanims also to DM, so sucking people into that black hole, the damage as well too. That'll help. The damage is nice. There's something like Alk.
I mean, we're still yet to see the intention of Knight getting an Aghanims for Mr. S4.
Man, maybe just feeling like he needs more for himself. Does need, I mean, they do need some way to kill this Death Prophet. They still don't really have great ways to do it. They've got her a couple times when she's isolated, but in the midst of fights, she's pretty much immortal when Exo's going. Maybe it just feels like he needs that nullifier. Okatomi sneaky. He got a base warded. I don't think that was spotted by any means. Never a good sign when you're playing versus a Tiny and you let him get a base warded and you don't know it. Eyes up for these tossbacks now. Katomi is definitely going to be ready for it.
Oh, they've got the D ward.
Okay, good. Whew.
But of course, someone's got to step up for that D ward.
Yeah, Fishman's going to be ready.
Yeah.
Waiting.
All right, you see the ward. Good luck trying to get it.
Yeah. Push commencing, but there's a wave bottom that they've got to address, and they will be able to get it. I mean, no one is just so confident. Look at him just playing right there. It's pretty far, like, kind of far from his teammates in a way, right? But no, this is pretty vulnerable. Near 25 on this DP also.
They're getting harder and harder for WK to leave the base.
Yeah.
Attempting for this smoke out. Do they want to try for no one?
God,
Doesn't look
so
like
tanky.
it. Yeah,
He's level 25 now.
that is not the target.
Oh boy, he's got the 8 exorcism. Now this exorcism, it's really gonna just rip everyone to shreds. But they have no way to kill him. Like that's the issue. They can't kill. They can't burst his hero.
Oh, they're trying to bait a bit with Watson. Which means S4 is going to go straight in for fish maps. Watson, the Shadow Dance turns towards S4. They'll catch him with the Hex here, Watson, but the damage is not going to be enough. Watson's perfectly fine to jump back and look towards Knight. DM, he's got the BKB Black Hole. It's going to be enough to catch and control Knight. They're trying to heal Knight back up. There's the second one. The freshest pop. He's caught the three of them. Hansken and Knight to go down. S4 with the borrowed time able to blink out, but Watson's in with the pounds. Knight does not have buyback. Neither does Hansken. Neither does S4. Three of them dead. As Entity, they can get a whole lot done now. They're diving up beyond the tier 3s here, up towards the tier 4s. Finger, not enough to kill Kataomi, as no one's just pushing them back towards the fountain. The Eon Disc of Zephyr gets procced. The top racks, they're taking heavy damage here. As this is,
there we go.
This is going to be pretty disastrous here for WKWK. This may even be the game or close to.
Yeah, and DM makes up for that pretty cruddy black hole from earlier on.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, he gets first the Alk, then he gets 4 heroes afterwards. I think the Alk Batrider dragged one in, but either way, picture perfect moment.
Yeah, big stuff to potentially close this one up. Entity definitely been given a bit more of a challenge here in this game too by WK, but overall seems like they've managed to do it. They get the drag back on Stoikov. He'll buy himself a little extra time in the air, but he's out. The mid-rack's going down.
That might be the fourth lasso that Fishman gets onto the Coddle as well too. Well, that's true. Tip from his ally. 90 seconds, no Coddle.
Kataomi. Get the toss back. There's going to be more stacks here for Watson. And I don't see S4 at the moment. Come out of the borrowed time, they'll get the mega creeps. Watson thinking about playing it safe, but he doesn't need to get in there. got Shadow Dancer, Depth Shout. Where's the Fountain Dives? Come on, Slark.
Exorcism, let's go.
Back in they are. BKB's popped by DM. Zephyr to fall. Now's the time to start the Fountain Diving. Come on, Mr. Slark. Get yourself in there.
Look at no one. He's just standing there.
Take out Knight. Knight can even get the concoction off. He can't. Black Hole's there. Drags in the Tiny at the end of his life. There's the Fountain Dive. GG's called. Team wipe to occur. Entity will take this game. And with that, the series 2-0 today against Team WK. And Team WK will come back in the lower bracket. They'll get to have another chance down there. Up here in the upper bracket, Entity moving on with this 2-0. And very nicely done. This